Ibrahim is the first PMP of 2022. Abhishek, Mr. Kisam Khan. For one of my student, Palisa. Anirudh, we have Jangir with us. Ali, Abhilash, Sabir, Asad, Yo Manish, Abhishek, Mr. Jamal, Mr. Amer, Alvin, Neha, Mr. Raju, Pradeep, Amit, Rashmi, Amana, Uzair, Said, Dash, Ghulam, Muhammad, Aarti, Pawan, Tariq, Iqtidar, Numan, Mandar, Muazzam, Niju, Abraham, Wasim, Ahmed, Janjua, Aj, Usman Khan, Afzal Ali. So here we have my 100 certified PMP in 2022.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amer Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
And I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all three categories.
Wow. So now today is really wow. A guy joined me on batch third batch. We just completed batch fourth. So batch third was completed on 26, 24 March something. He cleared PMP on 7th of April. Yes, in like 2 weeks. Now that's a great achievement. But story, as we say in our local language, कहानी अभी बाकी है दोस्त. The story does not end here. He said that I want to do PMI SP. I said him, okay, take few days off, have some rest, then we'll start. We started working on 13th or 14th of April. In 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, this guy cleared PMI SP. So one and only, first of all, congratulations, Mr. Mansor, for clearing PMI SP scheduling professional in a record time. So
Thank you.
congratulations on clearing PMI SP. How do you feel? Two certification within April, first on 7th of April, second on 27th of April. So how do you feel with lightning speed?
I am feeling much confident
Mhm.
and I'm feeling great. And earlier, what I was feeling that it was quite difficult for me to achieve these things. But once I started under your mentorship and coaching, so slowly, I started getting confidence that uh, I can do that because once the things you are started understanding, then it becomes very much easy. And I would say to you, totally, I will give you the credit for this, that because how first of all how you gave me the confidence in understanding the PMP, and then after that I went through the one-to-one program for the PMI SP, and I when I come to know that I'm the means fifth person, okay, who did this. And now I was thinking even before means giving my journey to the life here, I was thinking is now we will also start with the video for the instead of the PMP for PMI SP as well.
So yeah, I have very rare videos like Afzal cleared PMISP in April, but still we are unable to record his journey. So we had two SP in the month of April. Fiaz Hussain Khosa cleared, two other students cleared, but we could not record the journey. But with you, uh, you were also saying that let's do it tomorrow. I did the same thing with Afzal and I never recorded. Same thing with Fiaz. So I said, no. Let's do it today because always when it is PMP, we can easily record that journey. With SP, it's interestingly. Okay, so let's talk about exam difficulty level. You have given both of the exam, PMP and SP. Which was more difficult?
For me, if you'll ask, I found the PMP comparatively easy for me. And even though I am with the same field of planning and project controls and costing, but I really found it is little means difficult because once we are are utilizing the terms and the language in practical terms. And once we are going into the terms of the project management, uh, as per the standards, okay, we feel, and what we are doing in practically and what we are means studying is on the books, okay, that is quite little bit difficult to means to make the minds for that, make to understand that, okay, yes, what this is what we are actually doing, but this is written in this way. So it was first of all, I had to make myself clear that, okay, this is written in the standard and I have to relate it with my actual work, that what I was doing it. So it becomes then easy for me to do it.
Okay, so it becomes easy for you in doing that, and the exam is comparatively in a different way. Okay, totally get it, totally understand. Okay, let's talk about what is with you, man. You did PMP in 2 weeks and then SP in 2 weeks.
Actually, I was so much committed for that, and I gave my full time. And I first of all I put the target for that. Like last time, you told me that, okay, take a rest, and then after that we will start. And then after that we decided, okay, I want to, because I said I want to finish the SP after PMP within April month. So we put the target, and I had to do a lot means for some time, because to match the target for this, because if I will conclude my overall journey, the reading part the was mainly it took around 1 week, and after that within 1 week of time I took all of the practice tests.
Okay,
And even I could able to means I had to just to manage this, I had to means manage more than 400 500 questions per day.
okay, okay. That's an interesting thing to put it in the context. Let's talk about a little bit more about the thing that you are saying, that we should give exam earlier and we should not delay. Why do you think that?
Yes, actually, and this is what I believe, and I heard from everywhere, because that this is what my feeling also, that once we are learning or means getting the training from under the mentorship or the coaching, because a lot of the things we are discussing in journal and we are not making the notes for that. And similarly, a lot of the things we are reading and we are not making the notes for that, but those things are will be with us for some time in our mind. But that we can utilize if only if we'll go for the exam as soon as possible.
Hmm.
Otherwise, what will happen once we will delay the exam? Those things will be removed from the back of our mind. Okay, and it will start getting little difficult, and also the confidence level that what we are gaining during the learning and during the means the classes and during the study itself. Okay, on that time we started losing the confidence that, okay, we can achieve this. Basically, I would say that is the knowledge is itself, yes, of course, is there, but mainly we have to means overcome our fear
Hmm.
to go for this, first of all.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
once we are going into the, like I would say in journal, that one, unless we will go into the pool, we cannot understand how much deep is that. So that's why I would say that once we should put the target in front, and then after that we should obey it, and we should, whatever happens and happens, because in everyone's life there will be a lot of the difficulties, and the crucial moments will be there, and the challenges will be there, but we have to be committed with that.
Okay, okay. That's an interesting thing then, that we have to be committed and we have to work into that, and we have to see what are the things that can work into these areas. That's an interesting thing to put in the context. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about the exam. The exam was in the center or in home?
It was in the center.
The PMI SP is still in the center, right?
Yes, it is in the
We
center.
cannot give the exam in home. Which center was yours?
Actually, it is the center name was I forgot the name actually. Uh,
It's in
uh,
Oman.
it's in
Oman.
Oman, Muscat, Oman.
Okay. It's in Muscat, Oman. So that sums up the center. Okay.
National Training Institute. Sorry, NTI, National Training Institute.
How much time did you have for the exam? Total time?
The total time I had it was 210 minutes.
210 minutes. And were there
Yes.
any breaks in the exam?
No, there was no breaks in there.
Did you take
20
any?
No, I didn't take any because I was quite comfortable because normally what is happening in the PMP exam, once we are reading, we are all the time reading the questions, and then we really need to take the break in between. But here what is happening during the time after few of the questions, the mathematical questions are coming. For that we are focusing on the calculations for that instead of reading or instead of doing that indirectly. That is, yes, the minds are being mind is being using, but the thing is we are not reading for that, and we are not getting means the focus is being changing. So in that way, I didn't feel for even a single minute that I should take the break for that. But otherwise I could able to easily manage this the time for all of the questions.
Okay, that is an interesting thing to put. Okay, let's talk about a little bit about more of this. So, how many critical path questions were there in which you have to draw network diagram?
It was about 10 to 15 questions were there. Okay, and related out of that, around, yes, the network diagrams were there, but those were not much difficult. What I felt that, and the main thing is in the network diagrams, normally are in the critical path method. Once they are giving the scenarios, different scenarios, and also related to the other calculations, they had given the simple the rounded figure, so that we could even, instead of using the calculator more, okay, we could even means I could able to solve it, through my mind, those
Hmm.
questions.
So, almost how many network diagrams and critical path questions were there? If you
they
say
were they were around 10.
around 10. And how many SPI and CPI questions were there?
SPI and CPI are also again around 10 to 12 questions were there.
Hmm, hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about in the PMP perspective. You need to know, of course, you need to know scheduling, you need to know cost. So, how much important quality procurement were?
No. Only the procurement related questions were very less, around two to three. That is mainly related to the contracts and nothing much more.
Hmm,
And very less questions were there.
very less question was there. What about stakeholder communication and team?
Also, again, that were comparatively less, not much more. I had mostly it was mostly they were related to the schedule,
Hmm.
the chapter 6, that is the PMP chapter 6, and also related to the uh, scope, schedule, and cost. Mostly these were related to those questions.
Scope, schedule, cost, how three baselines are created. The
Yes,
entire work was revolving around these things. Okay.
yes.
So if anyone is not PMP, since you are a PMP certified, you already know because PMP is all about team, stakeholder communication, team integration. So if someone is directly wanting to do PMI SP, if they master scope, schedule, cost, will they be able to clear the exam?
No, but actually, there some of the questions were coming like in a way that, okay, uh, before doing the schedule questions, okay, what we did, what was earlier available. So in that way, indirectly, those questions were the other related questions, like especially related to the scope and especially related to stakeholder and communication, were little bit were indirectly were related,
Hmm.
not
Okay.
directly. But
So
we
we
have to basically for that, mainly what I understood, we have to go for the ITTOs, especially for the chapter 6, and and the other ITTOs as well, but in comparatively less, but mostly related to the scope, schedule, and cost.
Scope
The
scheduler.
ITTOs we shouldn't
Okay.
we should remember and we should have them in mind.
Okay. Okay. That's a good thing. Okay. Any other thing you will like to highlight for the students who will be appearing for
Yes,
PMISP?
what mainly I had seen, there were the exam content. So there is an exam content in this standard, okay, in the exam content issued by the PMI, means that are available in the PMI website. So if we will download, there are exam contents are there. Then individual, because it is divided into the five parts like strategy, planning, monitoring, and scheduling, closing, and then after that stakeholder and communication. So in that there are tasks are available that gives the sequence and as well as the overall concept of the thing. I had a couple of means saw a couple of questions, a handsome amount, around means 15 to 20 questions related to that.
Hmm. Okay. So going to the standard is an important thing. Working in the standard is an important thing. Okay. Anything else you would like to add here?
Actually, what I would say, gradually, I will tell, like once I started with you, that initially I started with the videos, that the three baseline videos, and then after that, earned value management questions were there, that were also a lot, around 15 to 20 questions were there,
Hmm.
and then related to the critical path.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
once I saw these videos, then after that, I saw the slides, and then after that, it is really recommended to see the chapter 6, the schedule of the PM BOK, and then after that, this the standard edition 2. That is the part of the exam content recommended by the PMI. Then after that, I found that once I was doing some of the questions, I found that the edition 3 was also there. So first of all, what I did, I read the chapter 6. Then after that, I read the standard edition 2, standard for scheduling edition 2, and I read it two time. And then after that, I read one time the third edition as well, because in the third edition it is more, they have added more the agile things and the adaptive environment
So which
approach.
standard two was more relevant to the exam or
Yes,
standard
but when I went into the exam, then I saw that the standard 2 is still valid more, because I saw very less questions related to the edition 3.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. And you know, and you have been following the mantra of each one, teach one. And this was nice chit chatting with you. We had a long chat before even that. So now is your time to help other PMP as well as PMI SP students. And I hope that this journey is
Recording
continue.
in progress.
And
Recording
I'm
stopped.
sure this journey will continue in a various way.
Of course.
So it's always interesting to see you and work with you. So thank you very much for
I really wish that very soon, you will be counting like you are counting at this time for the PMP. 100 PMP are there. So similarly, 100 PMI SP will be there. So under
yeah.
your mentorship program.
Let's see, because PMISP is an interesting thing. Not much people are there, but happiness is that every single student who has joined, he or she has cleared. So with that, thank you very much, Mansoor, and best of luck for future endeavors.
Thank you so much, Fabio. Again, I would say thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amer Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I will be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually. Like I'm kind of like really
And I
trembling.
got my results and I was above target in all three categories.
Wow.